Welcome everybody. How are you all doing this wonderful end of week Sunday night here in the US of A? We just printed up our weekly end of week candle. We're almost 4 hours into the first candle of the new week. So we're just gonna kind of pop over here. Let's start taking a look at some of our candles. What do we got over here? I got my MEX, my Phoenix, and my Coinbase chart. So first thing we're going to do, pretty much running back to this weekly chart. I don't think I really have to pull this weekly chart back for everybody to take a look at. You all probably have a really good idea of what the weekly chart looks like, right? We all probably have a really good idea of what this candle looks. I mean, you had the red 1 trading below red 2, trading below the red 1. And yeah, that was a nice fall. Now, a lot of people are looking at this and saying, well, the bottom is in, I think a bounce bottom is in. So I do feel a bounce. I mean, we definitely are seeing a bounce here. Now, I did a brand new chart today. Let's go find that puppy. Where is it at? Where are you? There it is. Okay. So this is the chart that I brought up today that I pointed out. And one of the things I'm going to just kind of zoom in here real quick is we had this death cross. We had this 7MA, and I'm just going to call it a bear cross. It's not a death cross, but it is a bear cross, okay? So we had this bear cross. Now this is a whopper of a cross. So you see the last time we had the 7MA cross the 50MA. Worked out very well as a bearish cross, okay? Now we have and then same thing over here. There's the 7 and the 50, right? Worked out very nicely as a bearish cross. Now we came down, look at this, as this was falling, right? We had pierced through the 7, so we had more than enough pierce through the 7. This made it all the way back up here and touched the 50 one more time and then fell out, right? Something a little more akin to this where it tested it. But look, you haven't had the second death cross here. So here is our second death cross that's right here. And you see we just had this death/bear cross just go through. Now, one of the things I put on the chart when I was doing this, I said we had a nice little bounce here. Right? We then dumped. This looks to be about half of the total candle so far. So what I was going to do is I was going to go back and throw a couple Fibonacci levels on this thing because I wanted to really see, how far did this thing actually dump out and see if I could find some kind of correlation with this candle right here. So here's your weekly candle. All right, so if we do let's take our fib, and we're just going to take our fib from the tippy top right here. And right there, well, that works out pretty darn well at the 236. That's kind of magical, isn't it? So let's bring this all down here, okay? So we're going to say this equaled the 2.236, right? So that equaled the 0.236. That's very significant right there. So it's a good clue that we have. Going forward, let me find my members area over here. Okay. Hold on. Okay, next thing I want to look for is I'm going to look for some kind of a support area, right? I want to see historical support or resistance in here. See if that's, no, I don't. Okay, there you go. So I found it. So you can see it right there, right? There it is. You tapped off the bottom of that. Now on the fall right here, this candle definitely went a little lower. So I wonder if this is more of a monthly close. See if we can find a 3-day close right here. Right? Can we find a Nope, can't find a 3-day close. How about a daily? Can we find a daily close there? Nope, no daily close there. How about a monthly close? Monthly close? Oh, Jesus, Lord. What the hell? Okay, squish it up, squish it up. What the heck? There it is, there it is. Jesus, Lord, lost it there, lost it. And nope, no monthly close there. Okay, so listen, this is kind of significant right here that we had this drop, and after after that weekly 100 moving average and bear cross, right? The 7 and the right here, the 7 and 100, right? Pretty substantial. There was nothing here, right? There's absolutely nothing here. So it just bounced off and then continued back down. So there was nothing. And what I'm saying right now, what just happened right here is we kind of didn't land on any significant resistance or support right here, right? Now you can see where that significant resistance, support and resistance was. It was right there. So this would have been, now if this would have come down and landed on this, just like this did, I would have been like, oh, oh yeah, look, you had a double close there, double close there. I would have just been bouncy bounce all day long, would have scalped the living bejesus out of that. So this would have been a lot easier to play. Come on. Give it to me. All right, you see the... Right, so you guys can see the historical support that's right there. So let's go over and take a peeky what we got going on today, all right? Jesus, where would we pull this from? Where would we pull this from? Would we pull it from here? Right, that looks about right, right? Let's see if we pulled it from here. Okay, so either if we pull it from right there or right here, okay, we see our kind of levels of where I would see this bounce going. Okay, so I would see this bounce coming right up into this range here, right? So we would retrace all the way back up into here. And then we would get our next test down to right there, okay? So this is what I am thinking. And I think this looks pretty damn good. Okay, look, so a couple things. So let's show our, where's our, you've got a bunch of resistance support there. Oh, you got just a chunk of it right here. Look at this. So see where it says lots of support right in here? Right, what we're going to do is we're going to take that up to this little tip top line right here, right, like that, and you can see all this support and resistance that goes way back here, and I'm going to get that out. I'll pull this in. I'm going to send this to the back. Object tree, no, come on. Send to back. Okay, that didn't really work out. Let me pull this out of here. All right, so you can see, and I'm actually going to make this pink. This yellow line is killing me. Okay, you can see that your historical resistance support levels like it there, especially this orange line that tacks right across there. You got a lot of resistance in here. So I would like to see, to be more bullish on this thing, I would like to see this broken, and then really your top side line to get broken is right there. It would be the 40, it would be this one right here, and let's just turn that thing, we're gonna turn it green, right? We'll turn it green, so that way we'll know this, break that 4600. This is USD, right? And you've got a pretty substantial recovery right there. Now you're starting to break much more. You're definitely cleared this bounce that we had historically, and you're looking for that. You're looking for the next drop down. So I think that we're going to do the same thing now. Very significant here, right? Something we saw. It was very significant, and that's a little hard to. Come on, come here. Okay, something very significant here is look where we landed. There's just nothing here. We land exactly like we did last time. There's just nothing here. Let's go out to the monthly. Nothing, right? We just did this 3-day. There's got some support right there on the 3-day. On your 3-day, you do have some support right there historically. So that was a pretty good landing spot, right? You got a wick, And, you know, look at last time it came here, it got rejected. So this came all the way up, got rejected, pulled back down, and then just bounced all the way through it. So this did act as resistance here on the top side one time. And then this did act support here. So it definitely acted as support one time and then almost got tested as support a second time. So, you know, I could see the same pattern playing out here. Now, let's take a look at this. How big was this? You know, this wasn't much of a rejection here at all. So you've had a nice bounce. We just had a very, very nice bounce off of this. So for me right now, I still want to go back to the weekly, right? And I'm going to look at this as going to be my high side target, right? So this would be my bull resistance 1, right here. And then I think you would have your bull break at 4,600. So I think the bull break, right? Bullish break side starts 4,600 to, yeah, I'd say about 4,600-ish. So I want to say the bullish break side starts right up here. You get over this, you close over this. Now, if you wick over this, that you can't just wick. See, like this just wicked out, and you got this massive rejection, right? So bullish starts here. Let's go to the top of this wick right here, right? 49.72. 49.72. Okay? All right, so over this is a very bullish bounce. Okay, so there we are. So we're just going to plop that right up there. Okay, look, significant. So you have, look, you've got your 382, your 50, you got your 382 right there, your 382 right there. So you got a lot of resistance running up into here. You got both of your 236s. Remember, we just pulled both those fib lines that dropped right down here. So you got all that resistance right there. And we're going to squish this up. And I still think, even after a bounce here, okay, let's go find an arrow. Man, you know, yeah, if it makes it that high, right? If it makes it that high, I'm gonna be eh. Okay. Something that is also of import is that usually when you do have these pretty good sized drops, you know, and I'm talking, this is a very, very healthy drop, you know, I would call this the first drop, right? So when you go back and you look at your previous first drops, right? So look, this is a massive previous first drop. First thing I like to do is I like to go up here and you just go like this, boom, right? Look, 236, right? There's the first massive drop. You get the 236, very significant, right? We're going to do it again. Okay, we're going to take from here. Now, you know, we could go all the way down to there. That's a hell of a wick right there. It's a hell of a wick. Now, that one got up to the 382 before it got rejected right there. Okay, let's go take a look at another one. Here's a monster one right here. Let's see this big old mamma jamma right there. Over the 382, under the 382, between the 236 and the 382. So nice bounce, right? This is a huge bounce, very nice. You can also pull this up to here. Check that. Look, there's a 382 bounce, right? There's a 382 bounce right there. Very nice. What else do we got? You know, I just want to get the first bounces, right? Let's pull it down here. Let's get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. And then we'll do the same thing here, you know. Let's see what we had here. This is a massive, this is a big, so let's just count this first initial bounce. So this came all the way down, your first initial bounce. But this thing did, I suppose, you know, this thing was a nice bounce up here. This is a beaut right here. All the way up to the 618. Okay, so on these larger bounces, though, they like to go between the 236 and the 382. So with that being said, we now know where our fibs are, right? There's your 236 zone, right? And then there is your 382 zone, right? There's your 382 zone right there. Okay, so I got red for red, yellow for yellow. And then we're going to put up here first major drops like to retrace 0.236 to 0.382. Now, okay, now let's make sure that this is the bottom though, okay? But this looks like a good bounce. This looks like a pretty substantial retrace so far. This is still pretty. Now we have a lot of weakness here on this chart, and we're going to get into that next, okay? Jesus Christ, I don't know why it does that. There's no indicator there. That's crazy. All right, come on. Copy. Okay. Let me get this, pull this up. Hippie, you're hilarious, dude. TV, just click auto and it centers it. Oh, cool. Okay. Thanks, buddy. I gotta find. Oh, there's the auto button. All right, awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, CCR. Okay, so now we have a good idea of the past. We now have a good idea where we're sitting right now. We've just pulled our fib lines. We have we have multiple targets that we can look for a retrace and a bounce. Now, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this all the way back. All right, actually, we can stay out here like this. I forgot what the chart is here. All right, there we go. Okay. So I'm going to leave the USD one, right? The USD I feel is the most important. Now I want to go over and I just want to take a look at our volumes. Let's start to look at some volume patterns that we have here, right? I want to take a look at some volume patterns. Give me a second here. All right, so here we are. We're on our weekly and insane volume pattern. So the volume for the weekly, there's no doubt about it. Okay, so we're going to go through the volumes here. Weekly, duh. I mean, you know, we already know what this is, right? We're going to go down to the 3-day. We did not put in a new 3-day candle. Okay, so it's not going to be useful to us. So we're going to have to go to our daily, daily, daily. All right, so we're going to have to check out our daily candles. Okay, so we're just getting a little bit of a jump start on this baby right here. Yeah, I go all the way down to 4 hour, Adam. I do go all the way down to 4 hour. I usually don't go down to the 1 hour though. So this is where I really have an issue. This is my biggest issue right here. I feel that the daily, and I've been saying this, the daily TD needs a damn reset. Right? We need a 1 to 4 candle reversal. Right? We got to reset this thing right here back to a 1. Okay? We got to reset this back to a green 1. Now, when I look at this, I start counting here. So there's 1. This would be 2 as long as it holds and goes higher. This is going to be my number 2 and so on and so forth. So it doesn't matter. Even if this next one doesn't flip to a green 1, it's still, these are progressively moving higher, okay? So yesterday, look, you had a lot of really good green volume here. What we need to see over the next 20 hours is we need to see a follow through with this volume. I think what we're going to do is just see a steady, you know, if we're going to see anything, it'll be a steady tick of volume, but we're going to break this down. Okay, so we need to see a steady volume. Now the volume does not have to increase. It doesn't have to go higher than this candle. It's just got to get up here. If the volume candle stays down here, right? If the volume candle does one of these it's just going to fall back out, right? If we put in another baby volume candle, this is gonna dump again, right? So we just, if you're looking for this, right? Look what happens here. Look, you get the big, oh yeah, it's falling out of the sky, help us. And then, oh, it's a bounce, this is going to the moon. And then you get this, right? This little, can't even get on the ride at Disneyland, right? Like has to buy like high-heeled men's shoes to wear, in order to date girls who are like over 5'3". Otherwise, it just, it's miserable. This is tough, man. This is a really tough candle because you just see it just flatlined out. And there was no buying volume, just no commitment here on anybody's side, and then it died out. So we're already exceeding this candle, right? We're exceeding this candle. We're showing a bunch of good bullish volume, but we need to keep this. This candle's got to get up at least to this level today. So we really need this candle to get up here because we want to see this flip. I want to see this damn thing flip over to a TD1, right? I want to see this damn thing go to a green 1. All right, we did get our long call, so we got a long call on on the B scalper. Now this is only a scalper; it's for scalping. You're just trying to scalp out 100 points, 50 points at a time. It did give us a long call. Look, it did not give us a long call on the 3-day. This is where I like to see this call. So we did not get this on the 3-day. So the 12-hour came down. Let's look at our volume. All right, so we went up. Our volume went down. See, this is the first warning sign of a lack of follow-through and commitment by the bulls to buy this up, right? Because look, we're 4 hours into this 12-hour candle right here. Okay, so we're 4 hours. If this candle comes in short again, if we pull up a stubby candle, look, this is even more anemic over on Phoenix, right? If we pull up another stubby candle right here, I would be looking for trace. And now that could just be a B wave, right? It could just be a B wave, right? So what we're going to say is we're going to say, hey, if this, so the 12-hour volume is bearish. If we have a little drop in the PA, we would be looking for this to be a B wave correction. Okay, so a lot of people are looking at this and already, I swear to God, I go on Twitter and sometimes it hurts. It's painful sometimes. I see people counting impulse waves up, not judging anybody, but oh, fuck. How can you count this as an impulse wave up after we just fell out of the goddamn sky? Okay, we just fell out of the sky. No, I would not be looking at this to fall below 3,600. Well, yeah, I mean, it could get down to 3,600 USD. Not below 3,600 though for USDT. Okay, so I mean, you'd be looking for A, B, C. You're going to start to now count out your waves in here, looking for an A, B, C wave up, and then to fall out. A, B, C, and then find your C wave up here somewhere, and then you're just going to fall out right there. Okay, so let's move on down. We're going to hit our 6 hour. Let's go on mosey on down to our 6 hour right here. 6 hour candle, same thing, descending volume, massively descending volume. You got 2 hours left in this candle, this volume candle right here on Phoenix. I don't know what's going over on Phoenix right now, but this candle just shit the bed on Phoenix. This candle's drastically dropped. Coinbase had a bunch of money put back into it because that's all these poor people can do over here is go long. That's it. That's all they got. And then you have MEX. MEX, same thing. MEX is showing the same pattern as Phoenix. So you have a bearish wave. Yes, bear wave ABC, Kevin. Correct. All right. And 6 hour looking like it wants to drop, right? Once again, could be a B wave of the ABC correction. Okay, all right. Let's. That's pretty simple. Done. 4 hour. Let's go down 4 hour. 4 hour. Look at this crazy Darth Maul candle that we did put in on all the exchanges. Very radical candle. This candle right here was a really good catalyst that says, okay, I mean, the struggle was absolutely real. What a battle. Now we just finished out a bear. Look, bullish, bullish. We just had some good bullish candles close out. Now this one closed out really crappy over here on MEX. So you had a crappy, you had two crappy ones. Make that three crappy ones. So you had three crappy candles all come down. You're just starting a brand new candle. Now you do have a spinning top candle, okay? So spinning top candle, as we all know, right? 4 hour printed a spinning top. Reversal coming soon candle, right? And the last 4 hours, the volume dumped hard. Okay, so last 4 hours, the volume dumped completely out on that, right? Just no good volume, no good at all. Okay, all right, so there we go. We got that. Let me just take a look at 6 hour real quick here. 6 hours, still got time to close. Just want to see how this candle closes out. This candle closes out like a little doji candle right here. I know exactly what this is going to turn out to be. It might be a double doji down. We're going to have to really keep an eye on this one right here, though. Okay. Let's move over. And okay, so now what I want to do is I want to correlate this chart right here with the chart we just did. So we did that chart over here. Where's it at? Okay, there we go. So now this is USDT. So we're going to look for 3250, I'm sorry, 4250 to 4400, 4250, 4250. Okay, so we're going to scoot this down right here, right in here. Okay, this is going to be bulls target 1. Okay, and then we're going to look at, what did it say, 4400. Okay. I want to see where I pulled these fibs from too. Oh, got it. Okay, I see where I did. I pulled it from the top of that dump right there. This is also MEX. Okay, I gotta scoot this thing back. I gotta scoot all these damn things back, so scoot back. Everybody scoot back. Okay. All right, so our topside fibs are there. Yeah, we're just going to leave this pretty much like this. Perfect hit my resistance. It did pull back a little bit, but I'm going to go like this. I want to move this baby. 4400. Clone 2. 2. And then we're going to go, sorry, what was our top side there? Top side was bullish breakover, starts 46 to 49, 5K basically, 5K. So we're going to go back here. There it is. There's 5K. So we're just going to, there's Arius. Just going to put, this is bull break top side. Okay. So there's bull break top side. Oh, oh, oh. Get this back there. Let's lock that up. And there's your bull side. And then I can get rid of these arrows. We all get that these are fibs. All right. Okay, and that looks good. All right, so notice how my arrow, I had this. So I'm going to adjust this. What I'll do is I will, yeah, still going to leave this right here. I'm just going to hit that right there. Okay. And I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go here, down. All right, I'm going to clone this again. And there, down. And then I'm going to start sliding this all over to the side. Okay. And I'm going to leave this here because that was absolutely perfect right there. Resistance 2. Resistance 1, resistance 2, and there's your top side break right there. Okay, and then anywhere in here would be the fallout. So I mean, you could come all the way up into here and then fall out. So you look, you count A, B, C, right? A, B, C, and 2, 3, 4, 5 is kind of what you'd be looking for here. Okay, so let's, yeah. Okay, so this is how this works. There's your 1. Once you violate this 1 right here, okay, once you get up, you got to close above this 1, so it's up here, right? Once you close above that, 40, you know, that's 4,400, all right? You go over to our big chart, right? 4,400, there's 4,400 right there, and our resistance number 1 right there. So if we get up here, and it comes down here, then we're gonna know this is just an interwave, like this could literally be a 1, 2, 3, 4 wave 5 down. Okay, so you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this would just be an internal wave 5 here. Okay, so this could possibly just ending up being an internal wave 5, just like I have this here. Okay, so I'm not very hopeful this falls out here. I actually think this is probably going to come more like up here somewhere and then fall out down here. And at this point, I think it would fall out down here. Right, something like that. Okay. Yeesh. And most likely lower. So if this was our internal wave 5, this could run down from 3,200 to 2,750, right? That's what that target would be right there. Okay. Then we would be looking for, you know, this also. So listen, I expected a bounce in here. We're really close. We're in our flag target. And this boom, up and flagged out. Perfect, right? This is a good flag target. We called this. I said, if this is a flag or pennant, we're effed. Going lower targets quickly. And that's exactly what happened. So, very nice. And here we are. With a nice bounce. So we did finally get a bounce, but I'm hesitant. I want to see this side broken, right? So I really want to see 5K broken, right? To be bullish for me, okay? So to be bullish, I want to see this broken. And I'm going to scoot that right there, and I think that's it. I think that's it for that chart. I don't think this is the end. And still missing lower targets, making this bounce. Yeah, this is a bounce. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to change this. Run to 40, what is that? Where's that? 4,200. to 5K, right? That's what I think that's what we said, right? 4250, 4250. 250 to 5K. Okay. What I don't like right here is that the bear cross, right? So we just still have that bear cross still over. It's just lingering over our head right now. Okay. Lingering over our head is what this thing, and this thing was always up here. So I'm just going to leave that arrow back where it was right there. The 5K, the top side. And okay, here's the bear cross. I just went over that with everybody a second ago. So look, this was your bear cross. It just crossed. So let me show you. So there's the bear cross, everybody. There is the bear cross, right? Then you have the 7 coming over top of the 100. This is a bearish cross. What happens when this bear cross happens, most of these bear crosses, look. So your cross happens, you get a little pullback, right? There's your cross, you get a little bounce up, and then it just kind of lingers and dies. There's it again. So look, they cross, bounce, really nice bounce. This is we just did this in the video. You got to pull it back and watch the video again. This is a 236 bounce, absolutely to the tick. I'll do it for you one more time. Oh, there it is. Look, there it is. Perfect. Look at that. Bounce all the way back to the 236 right there. And then this baby just kept falling out here. And this is where baby bull Jesus was born, right? This is the birth of baby bull Jesus right here. And then Lambos, and you moved out of your mom's garage. And as long as you didn't hold your crypto and think that, you know, it was going to go to 80,000 this year or whatever, who's the guy eating the dick, whatever he had predicted, you know, whatever that was. So that guy is, yeah, whoever's eating the dick, whatever he thought it was going to, you know, you're doing fine. You're making a killing. If you bought down here, you're making a freaking killing. I'm jealous. Okay, so we're going to go. Yeah, it could take a couple days to play out. Definitely could take a couple days. You know, it's all about volume and commitment right here. We have very little of both. Look at this so this is our weekly. I mean, we just started a brand new week. You can't really go here. I don't want to use this weekly chart anyways. I want to leave this weekly. But, you know, you just look at this massive volume bar right here. We needed this. We needed a bounce, guys. We're so insane. Okay, let's move along. I want to try to make this video quick. Came down, almost did a third touch off the RSI right here. I have no idea why I lost all the information on this chart. It bugs me a lot right now. So really bugs me. I do have it saved, thank God, on another chart so I can save this. But I am bugged by this. Let's move along. ADX chart. Got a great bounce off the ADX, right? So this is the 12-hour ADX chart. Now, when you get down into this area, look at how far this 12-hour ADX, right? So it likes to go deep and then do a bare purple bounce. So when you go this deep, excuse me, on the 12-hour, I mean, look at this thing. Oh, my lordiest gracious. Holy cow. This thing is insane how deep this baby got, right? So look, boom, boom. I you know, kind of had that figured out, but no way to call this thing all the way to the ground right there. So that's a pretty deep retrace on the 12-hour. You see our trend lines now to run back up. Now we have to run back up through these trend lines. Look where that trend line just happens to coincide. 4,620 something, 4,620, and then you go back over to our other chart we just did. Where's it at? Look, 4,620. That's in, nope, it's in the no man's land here, right? So it's absolutely in no man's land, doesn't help us out on the way back up. And here's the 1 hour. All right, so the 1 day, let's take a look at the 1 day. I mean, unbelievable how just crazy this thing is, right? So we're all the way down here, okay? And we figured, I said, hey, this is going to loop up and loop over. I didn't think it was going to go this deep, okay? I mean, I didn't think it was going to go this deep. So we're going to pull this down. So we have not come up for a breath of fresh air yet here. And if we do come up, you could do this, dink, 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 dink around. Right here, you can just do these little dink around things, and then you can fall right back out one last time before you get that run up. And listen, just doing this 2, this is a 2, a bearish fallout right here. Right? If you do a 2 here, and this is a 2 and not a 1 is a rocket up and out is bullish. Right? Coming up here, breaking back up over the 5K, getting all the way back up here to 6,200, where this trend line is right there. That would be bullish for us. You know, and you just got to march right back through that trend line. So this is Phoenix, so you got to get back through this trend line right up here. Back and say there's 4,600 range again. I'm just going to leave that there. So you got to penetrate back through this. But listen, if this can just go up and down and up and then fall out one more time and one more little fallout here, I think we can really, fingers crossed, get us to. I don't think it's going to get us to the bottom though, right? I don't think we're close to the bottom, and my image is the weekly chart, so we're going to go over that. Yeah, that guy, Tech. Thanks. Yeah, Tech, you suck. Tech says he bought it for $4.50. Yeah, I still don't like you, Tech. You're killing me. All right, so now we have hit the final support on Bitstamp. So the final support on Bitstamp has been hit, okay? So USDT ADX daily above. Oh, come on. Okay, USD. Okay, so we have hit the absolute bottom of the bottom of the bottom that this thing has ever hit. We're going to pull it back. Let's go find it. Yep, that's it. This is it right here. There it is. Okay, so this is the lowest it's ever hit right here. Jesus, my knees, this thing is deep. All right. So when we bounced out of here, it was the bounce of the start of the bull run. Now I'm going to have to pull this up a little bit and lock that. It looks like we broke it. Shit, we broke it. Yeah, so we have broken that area. Okay, so we've actually touched a brand new low historically. Look, and there's Baby Bull Jesus way up here. Right? Baby Bull Jesus is way up here. So as you can see, what happens is, you get these bounces off deep down here. Okay, so we get, look, you get a bounce, something like this. I mean, I don't think this is it. I don't think we're here and have all this to go. Please don't let that be true. I think we're in here somewhere, and like even here, I think this is where we're at. And we're just doing this bounce up, and we're just thinking, all right, let's just get this over with, or even, I don't even know, that might not be it either, but we might be here, bounce fall, one more bounce fall, and then Baby Bull Jesus, right? Our challenge is it's the weekly right now that's not giving us the Baby Bull Jesus call. So that's really where we got to be looking out for. So now, is this a 1 or 2? We still don't know, right? And we will know. You break over 5K, you run all the way to 6,200. And look at my little arrows. Woo, woo, woo. Look at this guy. Down, up. All right, I missed. Look, yeah, I'm kind of close. I mean, I didn't get the wicks, but the arrows worked on the closes. Can I get a freaking cookie or something like that? I mean, yeah, I'll take a cookie or something, did break into my lower box, right? So, here we are. So we are, we did come down. We did break lower. We broke into this lower box here. Down. I expected this to go down, to come up. I expect this to come back down one time. Right now, I have this arrow of 4,300. We'll see how well this holds. And then, yeah, then And then yeah, there it is. See, back down into the box. And I'm going to stretch the box a little bit lower. Okay. And there we go. I still think this is kind of what we're going to do. I don't think anything has changed here. All right, and that's great. And now the weekly. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so you take a look at the weekly. We are trying to nose up here on the weekly. Last time we came all the way down. We did bounce off much lower support, came up, bounced up out of this, and then we came down to our final little resting place right here. Now, very significant if you go back here in time and you see this bounce up and this bounce, this moved radically. This is a very radical move right here. Right here, this is a radical move. Up, down, up, huge move. Topped out with this wicked, wicked bearish candle. And then that was pretty much all she wrote. Right, this was all she wrote. And I do want to add one more. Let me pull back in here, because it doesn't look like it's there. There's the 7MA. Okay. So I dropped the 7MA back in there, and you can see that, you know, where this was a final drop down right here. You know, we're kind of doing the same thing, people. We're kind of doing the same thing right here, right? We got this big leg down. We got this big leg down. We have the cross, the bear cross right here. There's the bear cross right there. We're doing this big leg down. Maybe this could be it. Maybe we could be doing our run, right? There's my target for Baby Bull Jesus, the second coming. And we could be on target, right? Let me scoot this over. I want to throw a line over here. All right, right there. We could be right here. This is where we could be, right? Just broke down, kind of it evenly. So it's like chicka, 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 chicka. I'm only kidding. And then boom, just died. Right? Just all these and then just finally died. All right, I'm going to put a little circle around that. I'm going to put a circle around this. Oh. Okay. Maybe right here. Maybe. All right. Oh, let's do this. And I want to go like this. Hold on. I want to get let me get a screenshot of this for everybody. Okay, so this looks very close is what I just wrote in there, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down here. Oh, you can't really see it. Shit. It's okay. It's all right. People get it. You guys, you know, you understand that's what the bear cross is. All right, let's move along. Jesus Lord. I mean, you know, historical bounce, historical low, coming off the bottom of this. Now, this doesn't really like to, this doesn't, you know, when you get down here in these lows and you take a look at these lows over here, and let me kind of pull this, this chart up. Let's do this, okay? So when this thing gets down here low and deep, right? This thing never, rarely, let's just say rarely, comes just moon flying out of here, okay? Like if you look at these bottom touches here, right? Test, nope, test, test, nope, test, nope, 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 nope. You're right. It's got all these rejections, right? It's like test, nope, only kidding, right? Test, nope, only kidding. So it likes to it likes to come down and break one more time lower here, right? And it will do that. See, up, nope, only kidding, down, right? Up, nope, only kidding, down, up, no, only kidding, right? There's a lot of these only kiddings here that it likes to do on these bottoms, right? And it really hasn't pulled an only kidding here. Now this could run way back up here, which would be great, and then it would just fold over one more time to give us that one more I'm only kidding, right? I'm definitely only kidding. Look at yeek, yeek. See that line? Yeek. That's my deep line right there. It's our deep line. Our deep line is 25, 22 is my deep line. Okay. So I just want you to know you get this recurring pattern of this, right? This likes to, I'm only kidding, over and over and over again. Right? Only kidding. Only kidding. Only kidding. All right, and cross, so this would be a bigger one. You know, up, down, only kidding. And then this is a much larger one, right? There you go. So the WMA TSI likes to do a fake out. Pump, then dump, then run. Okay? Yeah, I still think we have a little bit of time. I don't know. You know, it all depends right here. There's a lot of FUD going down. There's a lot of craziness. We'll talk about that in just 1 second. Let me just finish up this for everybody. Okay, all right, so we did break. So we have broken higher, right? We've set a brand new high, and this doesn't look like this is going to stop right here, right? I don't see anything historically right here that says this is the end for me, right? Let me see, let's pull this out here. We have one tick. I mean, I don't see anything. So this is nothing. This is where this is at. We're just in no man's land right here. Right? So we're in no man's land right here, right? This is no man's land. Right? So we're in no man's land right here, right? This needs a home. Actually, we're just going to say this is not a historical resistance, right? Looking for a home. Yeah, this is just a layover. That's all it is, a layover. Shorts and longs. Look at evened out. Everybody's coming back to parity right now. Look at my price action little squiggles. They're pretty damn close. What do we got here? Now let's pull this up, right? Look at my price action squiggles. Yay, right? Still looking for one more dip down. You know, moving up. Oh, longs going up into the danger zone. Shorts still low, right? So the shorts are still low. We're kind of angling off, but you got to watch out. You're going to push yourself back into a long squeeze. People are getting ahead of themselves. Longs, RSI, pushing to the danger zone, right? So now people are like, hey, we got a little bit of a long squeeze. I mean, a short squeeze. I didn't see it. There was no fucking short squeeze. No short squeeze happened. That was clear. That price action was not a short squeeze, people. This is not a short squeeze. Like, short squeezes run. This green candle right here was a short squeeze. This was a short squeeze. It was either this one or this one. One of these was a short squeeze. I think it was this one. This is the short squeeze right here. That's a short squeeze. This little blip, that's not a short squeeze. So no need to get excited. Oh, look at us down here. Right? Oh, come on. Get the damn thing. Look at us down here. Get out there. Like trying to make a little bounce on the bottom right here, right? Nice. Right? Trying to make a little bounce. This is nice. See if we can hold. This is it's a nice little bounce on support. This is the oversold support. The weekly ticked another week massively bearish. Monthly ticked another month massively bearish. Your Stochastic is almost to the ground. Your RSI monthly is almost at a new historic low. So we have just done some wrecking ball here, right? Weekly. The weekly still has room. The weekly Stochastic still has room, right? The weekly RSI has room. I mean, it's gone down farther, right? The monthly, god damn. Damn, right? That monthly is like, damn. That's just ugly right here. I mean, this is just ugly. Look, and we, for the first time, peoples, look at this. We have an uptick of bearish volume, and we've been talking about this, guys. I have been saying, you bring me this uptick in bearish volume, right? We haven't had this before, and I have this on one of my other charts, and I say, this ish ain't over until you get this bearish capitulation volume candle, right? Now, we still don't have it, but look, we have a nice run up here, right? This is our first time we've done a back-to-back bearish month. Very first time, right? Very first time we've gone up month over month bearish, right? So this is the very first time we have done a bear over bear monthly candle, right? So if you look back historically, right, look at this, bear over bear, bear over bear, right? Bear over bear, bear over bear, right? I mean, this is like, right? I mean, this is like the bear peed, pooped, did everything to violate your body and left you in a small pile of, he pooped you out on your mother's couch in the basement where you live, right? This was it right here. This is brutal, right? And we haven't had this capitulation volume event. Like, this is nice. I'm not going to say this is not a pretty ugly drop right here. I'm not going to say this is not an ugly drop right here. I'm not going to say I don't think we have, a little more to go. But what I'm saying is this is the very, very first time we've done an actual bearish, a bear over bear candle on the monthly. So I've been calling that. I said I've been looking for this for quite a while. All right, so now here we got our monthly. And I think this is a chart that I have that on. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so, this is pretty easy. It's our monthly chart. We're looking for the bottom. There's your bottom right here. This is our historical bottom last time, 86% from the very tippy top. That's how far you did, and then you bounced off. You had one more little bounce down, and then that was it. So here we are. We're getting close right here. Listen, this is an extremely bearish candle. We're about to close this baby out in a couple days. It's okay if this thing comes up, right? It's okay if we go up and take a whole month and teeter-totter and just go up. Now look at above us. We've got this resistance at 4,700 now on the 30 MA. And you've got quite conveniently the 786 resistance now on the top side of you. And you've got a ton of historical resistance on the top side of you now. So there's a lot to go back up and through here. And breaking up over this 4,700, you got to go through this 30 MA. You got to go through all this stuff to get back up here. It's going to be a real run to get back up here. Okay. And okay, I think this is pretty much just the same stuff. I had that other monthly, all the same stuff over here. Ugly, ugly, ugly. just ugly. And let's pull this one over here. Our weekly. I said, look, when the MACD rolls over, this is a shit show. Boom, done. It was easy. I shorted the top. We all know that. Stoke over here on the weekly, just a little bit to go. A little bit to go. RSI's trying to bounce here, right? It's okay. We can get a nice little bounce. We need it. We're freaking out of control. Out of control. And I want to pull this chart up. All right, I'm going to pull this chart out here. And so here's your weekly. You see, you've just, you're not at the bottom. You've got some legs to go here. Look what happened last time. Last time you came down for this drop, you came all the way down right here. Look, right at the same exact place. Bam, right there. Look at that. Yeah, it's crazy. A little bitty up and then a down, right? And I don't know if that's where we found Baby Bull Jesus or not, but wow, I bet that is. I bet that's, all right. Look at the RSI and the support. Perfect on the white line for the bounce and the dump, right? And I bet that is Baby Bull Jesus right there. We're going to go track him down. Let's see if we can find Baby Bull Jesus. Is it? It could be him. Could be him. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think so, right? I think so. I think that's it. I think that's Baby Bull Jesus right there. All right, we're trying to think white. Right now, look, we're almost down to this, right? We're almost down here, right? Almost, so close. So close, right? So close right there. All right, let's just, we're going to hold. We're going to see if we can hold this baby out right here. All right, let's pull this back. Looking good. Get rid of that. Okay, I'm hurrying, peoples. I'm hurrying. Same thing. ET chart. Nope. Don't need that. We're almost done here. Bear with me. Bear with me. All right, look at this. All right, so I had the bounce. Now, I did pick up a very small long. I did. I picked up a very small long, right? I did. I picked up a very small long right here, down here at 36. It caught two of my buy zones. So I actually I have two buys that did catch. I caught right here at 36, and I actually had one down here at 34.50 or something like that. So I did catch. Now, I was buying it on, what do you call it? Anyway, so I did pick up two separate buys right here. Okay, so I did pick up a little bit of BTC, and yeah, Malik, dude, I thought it was freaking cheap too, man. I think Bitcoin is cheap right now also. I mean, it's a pretty good deal down at 3,600. Now, I only picked up a little bit, right? And I listen, I can hold it. I one-to-one'd it. I picked it up on a regular standard exchange. I did not buy. There's no leverage to it. I only bought a little. And, I picked up like 0.7 BTC. So I've got like 0.7 or 0.8 BTC. I mean, so I got enough. Now, if this thing keeps plummeting, I'll just jump out and scoop it up later. It won't hurt at all because, even if this thing dumps at 3,200 and I picked it up right in the 3,600 range, even as thing dumps starts to get down there, as soon as we break that 3,600, I'll really be looking to either determine the weakness of Bitcoin at that time, and I'll be looking to either just jump out of that position and come back in lower, low 3, 2,800, 2,700, kind of a play. And listen, I even think if I pick up a Bitcoin or two, as close to 3K as I can. It's just it's a very small percentage of my portfolio. I'll just hold on to that Bitcoin. And then even if we dump, I'll just be looking to scoop up lower. Now, if we totally get some kind of, and I will be just watching news events because I still think we still have not had a black swan news event yet. And I do think that's coming. We all know that. But let's take a look for a second just at how effective the support and resistance was here, right? So here's our support on Phoenix. Our Phoenix line came down. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Touch this support right there. Absolutely gorgeous. Great job. High five, Vamp. High five, everybody out there who watches the Vamp videos and picked up this support area right there. Great bounce. Look at now. Caught right back into this area. Kind of got caught, right? Got caught right here in this area in Phoenix. And it's facing a little bit of resistance right here, right? And then there's your next level up, your 60, there you bump up to your 43.36. I'm sorry, 43.36. And then the next level up would be right here, right? So you're just pretty easy to throw those babies on there. So there's, 4,600. Right now you're 4,600. You're going to come back up into the Bollinger Bands. Look at how absolutely insane out below the Bollinger Bands we are. It's so crazy. God, that's crazy right there. I mean, we literally are on the, like, it's like this right here. Look at that. Like that. It's like full, look at these. It's like these candles right here, like full candles out of the Bollinger Band, right? It's like this. This is what this reminds me of right here, right? This initial, like, just pull moon runs that you guys had all got to go through. So we are now below for the very, very first time. And, oh, it can't be below the Bollinger Band. Oh, dude, when it's bullish, it can be above it all day long. But as soon as the perma bulls see it below there, it can't do that. There's no way. It's got to pull back inside. It doesn't. It doesn't have to pull back inside, and what's good for the bulls is good for the bears, right? And, that's how this cookie crumbles, okay? All right, and I got to move this. So we're going to pull this all the way down here. 45, what was that? 45.34. 45.34 is the weekly lower support. Right, and the middle barely moved, still way up there, 63.40-ish, right, there it is, 6,400. Now on your run up, you rarely, over months of period, this is weeks, this is a weekly chart, like you never came back near the midline, right? You ran above this for 2 months. This is a 2-month run. This is a 2-month run on the top side. Almost 3 months. It's like a 3-month run on the top side. Never even got close to that middle band, right? So that middle band is going to start rolling over on us here, and it's going to start working its way deep. And as soon as this baby starts working its way deep, then we're going to really get our scare, because that's when you're going to have your lower, now that's going to be your super heavy resistance on your top side as we try to move back up through this. So we need this baby to start plummeting. Like what we want this baby to just plummet over so freaking hard, it's just dying. We want to see this red line just die, okay? That's the best thing that can happen. That makes the bounce the easiest, right? To get back up to that line and test it. Okay. Yeah, I still think we have a super heavy support down at, it's right here. This is it right here. This is it right here. See that right there? You have a lot of support right here, 2,500. 2,500 is a lot of support, Now, we have not had a true black swan event. So like I said, guys, I can jump out of these positions. It's a one-to-one position. It's the leverage positions that kill people, right? The leverage positions are what really sink people's ships, or when they have a huge percentage of their portfolio buried into, buried into everything, and then it's too hard to unwind. Okay, We're going to take a look over here and watch how this support and resist. Look, came down. Now, we didn't hit anything. There's nothing down here, right? So we didn't land on anything specific on Coinbase, right? What do we got over here? So Coinbase and Phoenix. So we didn't land on anything specific over here, but we did land on it over here, right? This is good. This is healthy. This is a good landing spot and a bounce. The crappy thing is this is USDT, which is completely full of crap right now. I mean, look at how far off we are in our price action. 3,600, and where are we at right now? 3,900. We're $400 off, right? Oh no, sorry. Where are we at? We're $100 off. A little under $100 off. We're $100 off. So we're $100 off right here, and that $100 still wouldn't have made a difference right here for this bottom to get back to this previous support area that happened right here. And USDT should be counted as the true bottom. So for me, falling this far is not good because on USD, we blew out that support and there's nothing here. We didn't bounce on anything but this historical support on USDT. We only bounced on air. We're basically bounced on air right here. Caught nothing. Okay, there's no moving averages, there's no nothing right here. So we just did an air bounce. That's why I think, and look how well this topside resistance worked right here. So came up, hit the topside resistance, got rejected. Now you see how high this baby can run up here. You know, you want to start to throw in your other, okay, there's one, right? So there's, you know, you got a lot of support, like right there. See that? Bink. All right, we'll go like this. And then we're going to slide one more. I'm going to slide one more in here. Clone. Right? One more just up to there. And then we'll just do a little baby one. Right? There you go. So up and then down. Okay, now remember this is the weekly. Just started a whole brand new week. So you can't turn this into some... You can't turn this weekly candle now into this, right? You can't turn this weekly candle into this. It's over. It's closed. It's bearish. That's a bearish candle. This is not a bullish weekly candle. You can't go and say that this is a bullish candle. It does have a nice healthy wick at the bottom, but you have too much body for this. There's just way too much body here. Right, one outside the weekly. So we're outside the weekly BB. Now we've got this. All right, so we got to pull this down. Also, this becomes resistance. Believe it or freaking not, this now comes at 4429, right? Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Right, so our weekly is bottom. BB is 4429. So now this just turned in to a freaking resistance for us also. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this. We don't need this. So now you just turn that weekly bottom all right, and there's all your support and resistance areas right there. So there you go. All right, last chart, USDT chart. This is really, so this is what I'm saying, all right? Oh, gosh, dang it. Hold on, I want to pull one more thing. I need to throw one more chart in the members area. 30 MA is parked at 45.67. It's freaking Phoenix. USDT 45.67. Point 2. 6 equals 66. Historical. So you got one at right there at 43.63 and 47.24. And the wick out is 5K. And the wick out is 5K. Ah, damn it. Damn it, I hate that. All right, and this is easy. There's all of our supports. Okay. And ding, 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 ding. Yep, top side, supports. Yeah, this is it. I think we're still good. Look, and there's our bottom, and nothing's changed. This is our oh shit support, right? It's our oh shit support. And I don't think nothing has changed. USD below. Right? Nothing has. Oop. Okay, right. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so there you go. There's now you got to fight back through that upper trend line too. So that's another thing I didn't even have on there. So your upper trend line is, yep. So that's all good. 4,700. Oh man, that's going to be tough to get over that trend line. Okay. There's that. We did not land on anything. And then we just went over all of that. See other charts. All right. All right. Okay. So let's go. I'm going to do a few alts, and then I've only got a couple alt charts that are set up here. TRX came down. Look, so I had this bottom line right here. Came down. I did get wicked out of my TRX trade. Unfreaking believable. So I've just got to figure out if I'm going to go back into it. I did get wicked out of this. So I had a couple layered. So I had this, came all the way back up. I did get out of a little bit of it out here. I sold it in a couple chunks, and then I held on to a couple 100,000, and then I just got wicked out down here at 299. Unbelievable. Couldn't even believe it. I was a little bit upset about it. And now we're getting a nice bounce off. I am pissed about that. XRP. So XRP blew past my support, so I had this falling down to support. It did blow past my support area, and now I've got to go and look and see if I can find some kind of a trend line or something that this hit on. I mean, all I can see is that this landed over here on this, little chunk of support right there, came right down into this. I mean, you can pull this all the way back and see there's your support right there. Right, so you're. Let me get clean a bunch of this chart up. This chart is really messy. Sorry. So listen. Let me grab this. All right, and XLM, XRP. Okay. So now. Look, I said, I want to see this lower bottom, and boom, and then came rocketing up. Look, I had this trend line. So this is from the initial fall. I just had drawn this out longer, and look at how this reacted as resistance, right? It came right back up, hit this as resistance, and turned right back down. And this trend line was drawn out from this fall. I was watching this had gone into this wedge right here, and I said, oh yeah, this is going to fall out right here. And then boom, that's why I had the arrows going down. So I said, oh yeah, this is going to fall out right here for sure. And then boom, and then it just dropped out like a bitch and caught on support right there. Nice bounce off here. Right? Really nice bounce. I got to give it to XRP. Great bounce right there. You're just going to have to watch the volume on this chart. I did want to see this go a little bit higher, but I mean, called the bottom pretty well. I missed the bottom, right? But I called it pretty decently. Came back up, look, hit right back into this trend line right here that I had. Wicked down in the trend line. Very bearish candle that this just put up. I mean, that just poked up a really horrifically ugly bearish candle, and you're coming back down. This is weakness to me, right? Pretty easy. Look at this. You would have played the volume candles right here. You saw the volume climb up. That was very bullish. As soon as that died and posted up that candle, I would have been shorting the bejesus out of this, right? Yeah, exactly. Where's Chone when you need a damn clean chart? Freaking vampire. Okay, let's move along. BCH blew through my support, hit the bottom of this. So here's my ABC. ABC came down and caught at the bottom of this trend line and is trapped here. And boy, the war right now between BCH and SV is unbelievable, man. That SV is out of control, and I kind of, a little bit bummed I didn't get into this. Look at that, but nice run. Beautiful bounce off that support line right there. And just played out perfect. Played out like an ABC, right? A, B, C, D, E, fell out to support, and then took off. I mean, look at this. Made a beautiful, I mean, you can't get any nicer than this. Look at this damn thing. Right, where the hell is that? Give me, there you go. Look at this. Gorgeous inverted head and shoulders, right? I mean, just picture perfect right there. Inverted head and shoulders. I mean, my target on this thing would be right here. That's where your inverted head and shoulders target would be, right? This is where this thing should be running all the way up to there, right? This is an inverted head and shoulders target, INV target. Nope. Let's get in here. INV, H, and S. Right? That's where that baby should go. Right? No ifs, ands, or buts. Great bounce. Just beaut. SV has a nice I and V, H and S. Target 147, 147, 147. Okay. Debut Litecoin, gorgeous Litecoin, nice bounce. Listen, it had my trend line, perfect bounce off the trend line, right? I said break this, you're going to go to 17. Couldn't break it, couldn't close below it, wicked out down there, couldn't do it, right? Just couldn't pull it off. Now I will be watching this closely. So we've started another wedge climb. All right, so now we've got another wicked wedge climb. We're starting here. There it is. A little harder to play this one. Right? Channel. Moved into a channel. That's not too good. A, B, C, D, E. Ooh, that's not good at all. Oh, that's not. I mean, that looks like a freaking channel if I've ever seen a damn channel. And E, and fall out. Now let's see here, because it's hard, because you've got to still I mean, this thing can still go up a little bit more. We're going to open that channel up, right, like that. Right, there we go. And then I'm going to take this. I'm going to go like this. Yep, right there. I mean, that's what that looks like. So that looks like that. And this, to me, would do a, right? Oh, come on. Give it to me. Right? A, B, C, maybe a flat C. Maybe a flat C or something. Maybe like that. Something like this. Right, arrow's perfect. Oh, hold on. Oh, damn it. Okay, LTC. Okay, and then there's that, and then what I got to do is I got to go up here. Got to make a messy chart again. Right, up, down, up, down. Rotates. Hey Journey, how you doing, man? Almost done here. Wow, look at Raven. A, B, C, D, E came down double bottomish possible, right? This is kind of double bottomish, right? No, kind of double bottomish right here. Look, landed in all this support over here. And just wicked, just blasted right out of it. Right? There's your little support right there. Bam, and rocketed out of there. So I do have a small bag of RVN that I bought. I bought it really cheap. I bought it like 305. So that's a nice little run right there. Where is my Raven? Okay, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to come back to Raven. I don't know. ETH still weak. I see ETH right here is weak. Now look, you're all the way down here in your your bear line, looking for the bounce. Okay, we're looking for the bounce out of here, and you know, I mean, like probably no different, right? Probably no different. Maybe, you know, you're either going to do something like this. You know, you could go up that high. Right, up, down. There's a hell of an up right there. ETH is actually looking really weak compared to everything else that's out there right now. Yeah, BTC is definitely... So where's ETH? Where's ETH? Where's ETH? There it is. All right, guys. ETH looking weak compared to what else? All right, and EOS perfectly to support. Look at that, nailed my targets perfect. I will come back and do those later. I'm not going to do EOS right now. Okay. And Doggy Coin, same thing. Look, Doggy Coin just kind of ran and just found support right here where it's found support in the past. Right, look at that, right in that range right there. Look right there. I mean, you're at the bottom of the dog. Right? All the way back. Let's see if we can line that baby up. Yeah. So Doggy's trying its darndest, just trapped in the support, trying to make up its mind. That does look like a double bottom on Doggy, right? Right? It's possible double bottom on Doggy. Where's my Doggy chart? All right, everybody. Hit the top trend line. Checked it. All right. All right, everybody. I want to say thank you all so much for being here. I am out. Oh, okay. So just end the show. I should have started the show like this. But I would like to say just a couple things, okay, in closing. Number one is that we have not seen a Black Swan event. We have clearly not had a Black Swan event. Nothing was a catalyst for this. The BCH kind of war that's going on, do I think it was, you know, could it have, you know, helped to drive this? I still don't think that is what's happened. I think if you got 4 or 5 years from now, they're going to make a movie all about this. And the movie's basically going to be just like The Wolf of Wall Street, where they're following around, you know, they got their fictitious characters and they're, you know, they got the the Binance guys and the Tether guys, and they're doing blow off strippers' tits and asses, and they're drinking champagne, $1,000 bottles of champagne, pouring it out and on their yachts, and just following them and the crazy stuff and the crazy things that they've been doing that are not so legal. And I think that the timeline is going to play out that they're going to be like shredding documents and burying people in the desert, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They're like, they got the letter from the government, and they're just like, now they're just like, have like tying strapping bundles of cash to each other, flying off to exotic countries, burying it in backyards and trash bags, kind of a deal. Right? I don't know if you've ever seen Air America. It's a pretty funny movie. You should watch it. But like stuff like that, like a bunch of Colombian drug lords trying to hide all their cash they've got right now. They're trying to figure out how to do it. Binance is doing a good job. They're buying companies left and right, legal ones, right? Legal companies. So they're being pretty smart about it. But I see this as an ABC here. And let's see how well this plays out. Either this is going to play out a wave 4 of wave 5 down, and or it's going to play out as an ABC of the bigger wave and then down. All right. So listen, yeah, there's going to be a lot of guys in it. Yeah, it starts with the BitConnect guy on stage. Exactly. Played by him. BitConnect. Yeah, Lambos. The whole night. It's going to be a good movie, though. It'll be so good. It'll just be like how the bubble was busted, right? Yeah, debauchery and Bitcoin. So they'll be like drug dealers in like Panama, like figuring out how to buy Bitcoin in the beginning. It'll be really cool. It should be a really good movie. So, but we'll learn all of that in the timeline. Especially what I'm interested most of all right now is all the legal ramifications of what these exchanges are doing legally to try to protect themselves from the U.S. government. And I'm telling you, I think they're in a big world of hurt. Would you ever buy a Lambo? Believe it or not, Vamp has already owned a Ferrari. So I have owned a Ferrari a long time ago. You guys know I own 7 nightclubs right now. So yeah, I've already had a convertible Ferrari. Yeah, been there, done that. I do not recommend them. I do not recommend exotic cars. If you're going to get a really nice car, guys, after this is all over and you make a bunch of money in the next bull run, I recommend get something like the Audi A8 or something like that, or whatever, the Audi, the R8, I think it's the R8, whatever it is, but I would recommend something like that. More of a daily driver. A Lamborghini and a Ferrari are not daily drivers. So for the Vamp and all of us at here at Until 1 Mil, I would like to say thank you, all of you, each and one of you individually for being here. I am the Vamp, and I am out.